Hello. It's been some time, right? Hey, how's it going? Oh, I haven't seen you guys since April. It's been a while since, had a live stream here. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn myself down so I'm not constantly peeking. There we go. So yeah, it's been a while since, last time we spoke. A couple things have changed. Not really. Everything is pretty much the same. No new backdrop, new background since last time I saw you guys over here on Indie Creator Hub. And yeah, it's been a fun time getting this all built out past couple months. Finished it up. Well, technically not complete. Still got this little spot right there that I need to finish up. And that's it. Everything else is done. But that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. We're actually to talk about the future, what's going on, and what's been going on with Indie Creator Hub. As you might have noticed, I haven't really been putting out any videos or anything since late April, or let's say April. Not really a good reason. It's just, decided to go on to a different project, going with the Indie Basement. Doing some more of the indie games and started a new video series called The First 2 Hours, where I pick a game out of my vast Steam collection. We review it, play it for 2 hours, hence the name, the first 2 hours, and give it a score of yes, no, maybe, play it again, how's the game, how did it look, how did it sound, all sorts of stuff like that. Also got set up the Indie Basement website for things like indie game, Linux gaming, a little bit of content creation stuff goes in there. And mostly it's also for the gaming side of things and chatbots and the like. So that's what I've been setting up the Indie Basement as. I haven't really been focusing too much on Indie Creator Hub side of things, but that's going to change. Starting now, right now. No, is the main thing is getting back into the swing of things of, creating content for content creators that are looking for alternative platforms, like Trovo. And also now we got Livespace, we got upcoming SharePlay. We got all these different places that are alternatives to, the likes of Twitch and YouTube. I know it's a big joke I've had before where I don't even mention Facebook gaming because it's a non-starter. Well, it's still a non-starter, even a couple months later, or let's just say a year later. And I don't foresee it being anything else besides this Facebook. It's pretty much, in my humble opinion, it's a dead platform. So if you still stream onto Facebook gaming, I wish you luck and all that. I'm going to have to change this light because it's not pointing at me. So I'm going to have to change it. I might have to move it over there. But yeah, it's been a wild past couple months. I've tried new experiments. We have our own Owncast instance. If you are watching this on YouTube, I have a link down in the description. It's called indiebasement.live. It's kind of like I set it up for Indie Creator Hub and Indie Basement stuff all go into one instance. Because it's a catch-all. It's good for everything, right? So yeah, it's got that up. Set up a PeerTube, a open source alternative to the likes of YouTube, and all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, it's I'll be going through a couple different things. What's changing, what's going to be going forward, and letting you guys know exactly what to expect going forward. But for now, I'd like to say welcome back to everybody who continue their keeping their subscription alive here. I know it's completely free, and I appreciate every one of you. And hope to see that you guys share out the videos that are currently out there right now. Speaking of videos, let's actually take a look at a couple things here because I will be making a change on the channel layout. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm looking at. Now, what you see here is what I've had. The Indie Creator Hub has been, pretty much forever. There we go. So the one thing is going to change is these two playlists that I'm going to remove from the front page. One of them, of course, as you might have guessed, is the one with the Glimish. Because Glimish is no more. It's a dead service. It's not up and running. So the videos here are kind of useless. I'm not going to private them. I'm not going to get rid of them. What I'm going to do is just, set them up as like an archival that hey, remember Glimish? Well, we did some videos on those last year. So those are going to go into the history books. And another one is the world of Trovo. Trovo, in my opinion, I've posted up a blog entry about falling out of love of Trovo. Trovo is, how should I put it? It's not good. And why is this got... I don't know why that had a border on it. I just now noticed it. It's got too many gamification gotcha mechanics into it now. It's like a Genshin Impact. It's a gotcha game now. It's not really focused on creators or content creation at all. It's more of just how much money can we siphon out of your viewers. That, to me, it's sketchy. This is all my opinions. It's all sketchy. So I don't know why they've gone that route. But hey, that's what they wanted to go with. That's what they'll go with. What I'll go replace these two with is a playlist that goes over services and platforms. What I'm talking about is LiveSpace and SharePlay. Both of those are upcoming live streaming services and platforms. The reason why I say that because LiveSpace is a platform because it has a community aspect built into it with a Twitter-like feed and a way to keep your followers and people who are interested in what you do on your channel apprised of what's going on. You can set up activity feed and keep them updated that way. SharePlay is a live streaming service because that's all they're doing is just providing an area to live stream your content to. And both of them are very interesting. In fact, next week, the week after this live stream, I will be part of the alpha testing for about 10 hours next week. So I'm going to be setting up some time to do 2 to 3 hours a day for next week. Playing some games, doing some stuff, just seeing what we can do, the break, share play, and stuff like that. I've been streaming on LiveSpace as well, all through my Two Tone Waffle account. That's more of my the gaming side of things, and also the chatbot content creators avenue. That's why I've decided to kind of split that out and to have that on that side of things. And Indie Creator Hub is focusing solely on the platforms like Guilded, LiveSpace, and the platforms and services that are part of or are provided for content creators. So that's what Indie Creator Hub is going to be focusing on. Now, I might dive into something else here and there 1 or 2 times, but hey, that's all part of experimentation. That's what I've been doing. That's what I'm good at, to my own detriment. But hey, it's what I like doing, right? So these two playlists are going to go away. Like I said, the videos are not going to go away. They'll be in the video listing and the annuals of time history of the channel. I want to keep doing some more of the streaming space, like working on like Ecamm, because that's what I use. Is Ecamm is my live streaming encoder of choice. I'd like to do some more content on that. And actually, I did do a live stream over on Indie Basement the last week, where it went through the new beta features that are coming out, 4.1 Ecamm Live, which is got some great quality of life features coming out into that. Can't wait for you guys to see it. Or if you can't wait, go ahead over there. I'll have the videos there if you want to watch it. I want to do some more hardware stuff. Like I see here, I did some my 6-month reviews on the Beacon mic and the Mix Create. I still use the Mix Create. Obviously, I'm using a different microphone. Because at the time I was solely using Linux. I still do, not on any as much as I used to. And I did have to go. The reason why I went back to Windows is because I had to use my Beacon mic because the Wave XLR kind of busted on me. So I had to go through some troubleshooting steps and then had it sent off to RMA and get a new one get me shipped back. So that came back Wednesday or Thursday last week. So back to using the XLR microphone because with my setup, with the 2PC setup, it would kind of give me a speech jamming because I run everything through the Mix Create into the Mac Mini. So in my experience with the Beacon mic, I mean, it can work on the Mac, but it's just, I might as well just use it, the XLR as is, because it was kind of being a pain and getting some feedback. But I might do an experiment with the Beacon mic into the Mac. But unfortunately, I do not have. Well, no, I do have an open USB-C slot. I just used it last night for charging up my Magic Mouse, which I still gotta put it back on because I only put it up to 50%. So tonight I'll let it charge up overnight. I know, right? Some crazy engineer in Apple decided, let's put charging port on the bottom of the mouse, not the side or the front or the back, the bottom. So when you have to have it plugged in, you are unable to use the mouse entirely until you charge it. Great thinking. So yeah, I'd like to do some more because I got the Stream Deck Plus, got the Wave XLR. Probably do some the video on a 2PC setup with mixing of the operating systems because you have Windows and you have Mac. Using the Mac Mini as a streaming PC, and of course the Windows machine as your gaming PC. So it'd be nice to do some of those videos too, which I have in the roster. Also set up some time for organization through Notion, because if you not noticed, if I'm on videos, I am affiliate for Notion. So if you click the link in the description down below, you get Notion, and you get a paid plan. It also helps out the channel, and all the monetary proceeds go back into the channel to make content better for you. Also an affiliate for Ecamm as well, so I should get all these plugs out of the way, these disclaimers. Let's see what else. I think. Oh, and Beatbot. If you want to set up a chat bot for your Twitch or Kick or Picardo live streams, look at Beatbot. You got my use the code 2-Ton Waffle and you get 10% off your Pro plan as well. And I'm gonna be doing some the Beatbot stuff over on my the Indie Basement side of things. So definitely take a look, check those out. But as you also might have realized, I stopped the Cliche Crow podcast. I figured by doing all this other stuff, I'll keep the videos there because it's just, again, it's posterity, it's history. So I'm not going to get rid of all the videos. I'll just drop the listing off the front page. So only the relevant stuff that I am doing that is available on Indie Creator Hub, it'll be shown on the front page. The videos will be living in the videos tab in this spot here. So you'll still be able to find it. It's still searchable. It's still there. And yeah, I do plan on doing some more weekly live streams here as I'm doing that right now. I I'm going to do on the gaming side. I'm going to do 2 nights a week. I'm going to do Saturdays and Sundays. Sundays is the first 2 hours show, and Saturdays is usually reserved for Fallout 76 over on the Indie Basement Two Ton Waffle side of things. Ow! I just popped my thumb. I don't know if you heard that. So yeah, I'm going to be also doing a lot more long form videos and getting this information out that you guys are interested in, especially for Indie Creator Hub, and getting all that set up and ready to go, and looking into doing some more Guilded videos, because Guilded is still my number one pick for chat apps, because there is something other than Discord, which is Guilded, and there is also Matrix. I did have a Matrix server going. I cleared out the server, and I'm gonna do everything that the Matrix server I cleared out. I'm gonna also clear out the old PeerTube instance, and put them underneath any creator domain name. So I'm gonna have the PeerTube. It's gonna be like videos.anycreatorhub.com, and Matrix is going to be chat.anycreatorhub.com instead of having them over on the Indie Basement, because I did purchase 2 more domains. I know I got a problem. I got a problem with hoarding domains. I got this Indie Maker and this Indie Creator. Those domains I snagged up because moving into a community aspect, I was going to be starting up a new community called This Indie Maker. After going through it for the past couple of days, through Thursday, Friday, and over the weekend, I decided instead of starting fresh with something brand new, and I already have something already set in place, all I gotta do is kind of like revitalize it, kick it in gear. I don't know where that came from, but anyways, so I revitalized or restarted the Indie Creator Hub Mighty Networks community, and this is going to be another thing that I'm going to be doing videos on. It's about Mighty Networks, which if you haven't known or heard about Mighty Networks, what it is think of it as like Facebook groups, but you have full control. You have a lot more control over the entire structure and how it's run, and than you would over on Facebook. And it also incorporates, there's a chat, there's live stream. I will probably be doing some member only live streams over here on Mighty Networks. So if you're not part of the community, it's a good time to join. Hint hint. It's free. It's completely free. Sometime in the future, we'll probably, depending on how things go, set up a paid plan that might include courses on like setting up your OBS or setting up Ecamm, stuff like that, where it's going to be a low amount, maybe $5 to $15, I don't know, per month. But it depends on the how things are going, and we'll take a look at it sometime in the future, sometime next year, and just go on by then. But yeah, so that's why I said I decided to go ahead and re-kick it, and I see that yes, the free trial is going on still. I do plan to fully activate it, but I'm just enjoying the free trial as it is, because when you start a Mighty Networks community, you do get a 2-week free trial, or 14 days, to play around with the plans and know what you're capable of doing in there. So I went ahead and set things up. Of course, I'm going to be doing some different things, probably adding, taking away, or changing out some different things. But for now, I have it set up. So you'll see that we have our start here, our creator lobby. It's a nice thing that has live now. So I'll have all the scheduled streams, live streams, and be set up here. And this is also freely available to members as well. If you have a live stream that you want to post up, that is perfectly fine. As long as you're within the rules, it's, not no NSFW stuff, legal things like that. That's all we ask for. So yeah, you just have to be a content creator, and you can post up your stream in our community happenings section. You also have our chat room. And of course, don't laugh. I know last time was back in November of 2022. That's when I really let this fall by the wayside. It was a shame. But I decided to go a different direction with the community. That didn't go through, and it's like, all right. So I kind of got discouraged. But making a go of it, and yeah, really do need your help. Keep this going, because I need your help coming in, and let's get this community started. Let's get this community going and having some fun with it, so we can share our resources, or share our experiences, and collaborate and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm very interested in, is helping out other content creators, especially looking at alternative platforms and all that goodness. And then you also have, and then I'll be going over the Mighty Networks, what it is more deeply in another video, doing videos on like the different sections, like the Discovery tab. I gotta fill out some more of these. So it'll give you more options, and give you some more information on what exactly you can do here at Indie Creator Hub. And we have the blog I've started up here. That is going to be where I post up my blog, especially coming up in the next couple of days is going to be the beginning of Blogust. It's where you post up a blog post every day for the month of August. Think of it as like NaNoWriMo for, creating a short story or do some creative writing all through the month of November. So this is where I set up the blog that I'm going to be posting up. It's all going to be dealing with the aspects of content creation, alternative platforms, the different platforms, like Twitch, YouTube. I'm not going to be talking about those, of course, because what happens at Twitch, YouTube, and other stuff, like in other places like that, do ripple down to, the alternative platforms. What happens on Twitch does not necessarily stay on Twitch. It's not like Vegas. So this is where I'm going to be posting all my blog posts. Is going to be inside the Creator World blog. Hey, Fox, welcome in. Howdy. Just going through some stuff about the Indie Creator Hub. It's my old, not really old. It's old / new. Did I hear Vegas? Yes. Las Vegas. Last time I was at Vegas, the city center was pretty much getting started being constructed. So it's been many, many years. It's been probably 13 or 14 years since I've been in Vegas. So much has changed I've seen, especially with like the Sphere. I want to go see that one day. No, but I was saying, like, the topics that cover in Indie Creator Hub is not going to be just like LiveSpace or SharePlay, Owncast, Trovo, and stuff like that. I will be talking about Twitch and YouTube. Maybe Facebook if something like extreme happens over there. I don't know. Like if they shut down Facebook Gaming, yeah, I'll definitely talk about it. Be like, oh, well, yeah. But yeah, it's mostly going to be anything to do about content creation, alternative platforms is going to be taking place in the, you said the F word, I know, I'm sorry. I should bleep that out. I'm sorry, guys. This is a family-friendly stream. I'm using the F book. name. Oof. How can you ever How can you ever forgive me? But yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be pretty cool. I know your ears running this site because I've used my networks before, and my privacy. Well, they do know everything about you now. This is by uttering their name. They're don't look behind you now, Fox. They're right behind you, in your room, behind you. And then yeah, that's where the blog because I'm like I said I'm gonna be doing the blogist. So going posting up a new blog post every day in August. Nuts and bolts is pretty much like as the name implies, it's the nuts and bolts of content creation and live streaming. It's anything and everything about resources and other things that a content creator could use just to get the information out there. Like I posted up about Sam Woodhull's Notion template that I've been using for the past couple months, and I find it's actually one of the better ones that I've been using a lot of them. And this one that he's created is actually easy to use. It's not doesn't over encumber a creator, especially for someone that's just starting out. It has just enough to get you started, and kind of like holds your hand in a couple places. And if you want to do this, the storyline, and you can do it this way. You don't even have to do it. It's there. If you don't need it, don't use it. But I know with like the one that Thomas Frank sells, that one is a little overwhelming for a new content creator coming into the space, because you got you set up all your like different sections for your A roll, B roll shots, all this other stuff. It's just like no, it's just even though Sam's has that, it's just you got a Pi, nice. You get Pi 4. You get one of the new ones. That's awesome because you've been looking around for it for quite some time. Now you can do all the things that you were thinking of. So what's the first thing that you're going to do with that new Pi? Fox has been on the search for a Raspberry Pi for eons, pretty much. And they are... Well, Fox is a person that deals in a lot of open source and the Linux side of things as well. Versus moving Gabera off my desktop onto the Pi. Okay. So the Roku can access at any time. Nice. So it's kind of like your like a home theater type of in a box. I remember doing that back in the day. Freedom fighting digitally. That's right. Yeah, because I've been getting into the open source. Fox, I'm going to be moving my PeerTube to another domain, one that's better representation. It's going to go. I'm moving it to the Indie Creator Hub and setting it up on that as videos.indiecreatorhub.com. And also, I got 2 more domain names I bought. I know I'm bad. I'm hoarding domains. I have to have them all. They're like Pokemon, really. Ideas will get more interesting. Uncast, Revolt, PeerTube. Let's encrypt cert for HTTPS and we're securing the thing before I set up the DMZ on my router. So it's pretty much going to be like a jack of all trades kind of thing, right? That's pretty cool. And also the option to move my Mastodon account to my own instance, but that can be later. Yeah, I have. I've talked about this before. I have my own instance. It's feed.indiecreatorhub.com. And this is my own instance. I'm the only one that's on it. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, more than enough. Yeah. It should be no problem, right? So yeah, I have my own instance on Mastodon. I'm going to be closing out and reopening up the PeerTube. Going to be reinstalling it because unfortunately there is no easy way to change out the domain names within the config on PeerTube. I looked on the forums, and only because there's everything else is because the domain is so integrated with also the database and stuff. So it's kind of a pain, more of a pain of a butt to do it instead of just starting fresh and re-uploading. So that's what I'm going to do. So you have fiber. Okay. Home shouldn't be an issue. Owncast is only serious dent on bandwidth, and I'm super unlikely to have too many guests. Yeah, and even then you can probably offload it to a object storage, like from Linode or I know your favorite place, Amazon S3. But yeah, starting out, it shouldn't be no problem whatsoever. So yeah, I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to stream those 2 hours of installing PeerTube hell. I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to do it offline or off stream. So I kind of know what the look for and how to take care of PeerTube install. So that should not be of any issue. Knock on wood. Yeah, PeerTube usage would be more limited. Yeah, I've been because I was downloading or uploading at I was uploading the YouTube links and having PeerTube transcode to 1080p to 720, and then I had also offloaded most of the data or storage is to a not DigitalOcean, but Linode object storage that I have. Yeah, and that's why I'm not going to open my PeerTube instance to the public because I don't have the funds and no one is. I don't get that sweet VC money, right? Yeah, exactly. It feels good not to rely on YouTube. And you know what? It's ad free unless you put ads in it yourself, and that's totally up to you. But it's completely ad free. There is no algorithm. It's set up in a way that whatever way you set it up, that's the way it is. So it's completely yours. So I'm going to be doing a lot of that setting up the PeerTube. And probably I will record the process, or I might take the old recording off the old one and chop it up and make it a video out of that. But yeah. Yeah, personally, if I build a personal business and want an internet presence, Pi again. Yep, it's all right there. And now, in the meantime, as you're doing all this, you can still be searching for another Pi to do other stuff to it, right? Because you can never have too many Pis. You can set one up as a Pi hole. You can do one that is RetroPie that sits up in your TV. You can play retro games or your wink wink legally wink obtained ROMs. Wink. And all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, so that's pretty much getting everything set up. I went through and going to be removing those two playlists on the front of the YouTube channel. But yeah, your other Pi ideas involve a RetroPie setup and RetroPie retrofitted into a 1UP arcade minicab. I would love I've been doing a lot of woodworking stuff. As you can see, I've been building out stuff in the office here. I would like, as like a major project, it's going to be, I'll take a while, is, oh no, you're fine, is setting up or building my own arcade cabinet. That would be pretty cool. You can get like, I don't know, build it out of, MDF is going to be heavy as hell, especially if drinks are involved. Probably do birch plywood, which most of the stuff in here is birch plywood. But yeah, no, you're fine, Fox. I derail myself all the time as well, so external sources of derailment is perfectly fine. But yeah, making my own arcade cabinet would be a project and a half. Intention of buying your next ride. Nice. Well, hopefully you'll be able to find it, and good luck on it. But yeah, definitely building out a cabinet, putting RetroPie in it with like a 27-inch monitor, maybe, yeah, Sanwa buttons, yeah. Yeah, it's something that I would have to look into a lot if I wanted to do that. Definitely also be documenting it as well. But something like that would be more of a oh, you had a deposit. Oh, okay. So you already put a deposit. This is mine. That's if you want it. Well, hopefully it works out and you get it. And if it's not exactly what you wanted, or if there's some not so nice things about it, you can walk away. Which makes it quite nice having that option. But yeah, it's because I do want to still do some more PeerTube, which I know the recording a PeerTube instance install and maybe some of the plugins. I mean, there's a little that you can do on that at a time. There would have to be a good reason not to buy. Otherwise, I'm riding that bad boy home. Okay. So it sounds like a motorcycle. See, where I live, I wouldn't trust. I don't trust the people that drive around here whatsoever. In cars, in vehicles, or motorcycles. Everyone is crazy stupid over here. It's ridiculous. New pie, new bike. Great times ahead, right? But yeah, you make do. Well, because living down here in Florida, or in Florida, I should say, everything is flat, straight. So, I've learned the lingo. The squids tend to rocket down straightaways at like 100 or 100 plus miles an hour, weaving in and out of traffic. And you got, of course, the old people that don't pay attention. You got the regular people, I shouldn't say normal, but all ages don't pay attention whatsoever to, even if you're in a car or a big vehicle, they'll still say, try to move into your lane without looking first, let alone if you're on a motorcycle. And then we got the, oh, is it doing it again? It's doing it again. No, it hasn't flickered, but your last line above mine, it came up and then dropped down below the text entry box there. Gabe had posted that he's wanting to get the next version of Owncast released, hopefully this week. So that should take care of what's been going on. Yeah. Oh, I've been actually, I downloaded, I'm trying out, I don't know if you ever heard of the browser called Arc. So I'm testing that out here as well. It's nice. It's like it'll be out before I even get far enough in my Pi work to install it. Yeah. So it's version 0.1.1. Yeah, it's a Chromium based browser, but it's kind of like sets everything up to be not as distracting as, all tabs and stuff like that. Yeah, it's Arc. It's from the who's it? The Browser People. That's the name of the company that they. I typed it in the wrong. Yeah, the Browser Company. Browser People, right? So it's kind of nice. It's different. It's a different way of thinking of doing stuff. Yeah, Arc. So I just downloaded it a couple hours ago and playing around with it. It's nice. It's the maintenance, right? With it being a smaller browser. Oh, they do. Like I said, it's based on Chromium. It supports the web extensions like uBlock Origin, and that's the nice thing because when I installed it, it has little options like transfer from Chrome. I was like, okay, yeah, do that, and it transferred everything over, including my extensions that I use. I already set up, signed, ready to go. So I'm like, okay. Yeah, it is without defenses. Yeah, it is native. Yeah. Well, not as native, but it's native. It gets it out of the way where it's there until you need them. Yeah, but unfortunately there isn't any more choices besides Chromium. What Firefox uses, that's Gecko Engine, right? Firefox uses that, or is that something else? But everything else in the rest of the world is all Chromium based, which sucks. I wish there was others out there. Is it ungoogled? It is ungoogled as you make it. Gecko, yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's only two infrastructures that power web browsers nowadays: is Chromium or Gecko. Yeah, there's also, what was it? There's like this privacy focused one, Maldrake or something. It starts with an M. Well, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's built on. There's also the Tor browser, but I think that's Chromium based too, right? Iceweasel, I think, was a Debian rebrand, but that is probably in the past now. Yeah, a lot of I've watched what's his name, Nick, is from the Linux experiment. His videos, his YouTube and excuse me, his PeerTube, where he talked about like the different web browsers that are out there, and pretty much they're all pretty much Chromium, just different wrapper or different shade. So it is kind of like disappointing. I'm not mad, just disappointed that there isn't more options out there that we need. There's probably some developer teams out there that are making web browsers that are not based off the two big ones right now, but they're so tiny that no one really hears about them, and they kind of get lost in the shuffle. So I mean, it'd be nice to see them come out, especially when everything, all the centralized networks and everything is going to crap, right? It's a good time to say, hey, you want to be more privacy focused? Well, don't want to rely on Chromium or Gecko. Try us. But the thing is that with having to deal with extensions, like you said, uBlock Origin, or Bitwarden extensions or anything like that, it's just it's a hard road to they go down. Yeah, the web standards are so vast and complex that implementing it all from scratch would be crazy hard. So it's a challenge to find engines expanding beyond Chromiums and Mozillas. I think that's the world we're going to have to get used to. It's just the two. And if it's going to be one or the other. There's no middle ground. It's unfortunate that it has to be that way, but here we are, right? But yeah, it's crazy to think that we've actually went through so many different browsers to just pretty much two different ones. Yeah. Maybe sometime in the future it might change, but who knows, right? But yeah, it's going to be different to see how, because I can see, because it's more, I know it's more full page here, and it's a little bit different to get used to, because normally I've been constantly used to having it tabbed at the top, but for this one it's just on the side, and I can have it hidden away, the sidebar, which I have is more of a full screen effect. Then you have different spaces that you can set up and go through. So yeah, it's all pretty interesting. You have a lot of instances of different communication tools. Which ones are deemed canonical and which one are just experimental for exploration? Let's say I wanted to join your chat server. You have so many. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm that's why I'm focusing down. I got rid of the matrix. I don't know. I'll spin one up just to do some videos on it, but for focusing on like the content creation side of things, like alternative platforms like Owncast and Livespace and SharePlay, Guilded, Matrix, and stuff like that. That's going to be focused is on Indie Creator Hub, and that's going to be through the Mighty Network platform. I have the Indie Basement, which that's focused on just like indie games, my first 2 hours video series, and like chat bots for streamers on Twitch and stuff like that. And that's going to have like the chatbot side of thing is going to have not as much as a focus, as more of like the gaming side of things. And that has a Discord server, which is also have a Guilded, for those two are bridged together. So it's like kind of like, I do the Gilded because I do content on that as well, just to have it. But I think the main focus, if you're more focused on like content creation side of things, is the Indie Creator Hub, and you can get in there because also have chat room and stuff in there as well. Yeah, because I know I was kind of spreading things a little too thin with the different places. Yeah, I know I have to change out because I have to get rid of the Matrix one because that's no longer there. So let me do that right now. General, that is. Yeah, because the Mastodon, that's my main, uh, social networking, Twitter like space. That's fine. Matrix, I'll get rid of that now. Let me edit. Let's see. I'll get rid of the YouTube one. And that. Okay. So if I do, let's see here. Bug? Got bugged by a bug. I'm going to hold off on the. I'm going to wait till I get the PeerTube instance because I'll set that up as the main go-to instead of YouTube. Try to keep the open source community and open source universe together. And move that up above the Ko-fi. Yeah, the main set of communication is definitely Mastodon. Next would be the Indie Creator Hub website, and then PeerTube. Once I get that put in, I'll set that up, and then Ko-fi. Yeah, because I'm for the past like a week, past couple days to a week, I was just going through and seeing what I had, and I'm like, should I really be spreading myself this thin? Because I got, like I said, I got the Discord, I got the Gilded, I had the Matrix, I had all this, I had the other site, and I had this site. So that's why I said I'm focusing on just the two places for now, because they're two different content types that I want to keep kind of separate. So I still have Indie Basement, that forum is still there. And then the content creation side for Indie Creator Hub is over here. Yeah. Revolt needs. I know they're working on their. I think they're redoing a lot of their back end. So what they have now is not going to be the same eventually. Been more avoiding making a Discord for quite some time out of principle. Yeah, I have too, but then I realized, I kind of have to have an account for all this stuff I'm doing. I kind of have to have a toe in the water, so to speak, of these different servers that get information from and part of those communities, because they don't have they're not thinking outside of Discord. Discord, unfortunately, has the mind share of the great general populace. I mean, it's a pain in the butt even to try to get people to try out Guilded as an alternative, and even more of a pain in the butt, except for like you and maybe other people that more are more involved into like the open source community, trying out Matrix. In the past, I was using a privately owned channel on Libra Chat, but that is basically retired. Just need a form to close it. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna set up Matrix and PeerTube on the Indie Creator side instead of Indie Basement. Is just and do videos on that, because they are a platform. So that goes on the hub, not the basement. I remember. I wish we had something. What was it? XMPP or Pigeon, where it combined all these different chats into one. So you don't really need. You didn't need an account on them because they're all pretty much the same protocol, weren't they? This was back then. So it's all different now. And of course, money is heavily involved. So there's no collaboration between all these anymore. Because it'd be pretty cool to see. Well, here's the thing. Discord is taking some the pages from Federation playbook with. They're experimenting with domain verification. I saw that not too long ago, where you'll be able to verify that you are who you are by putting like a CNAME record or a text record in your domain that you can control. Similar to like how you can do it on Blue Sky and also on Mastodon. It's a very similar process that they're experimenting with. And it's also been fun for the past year. Yeah. What are we talking about? DNS with Discord? That's not what I wanted. Yeah, they are. It's not host. Well, it's not. It's very similar to how it is on here on Mastodon. Excuse me. And I gotta change that too. Where you can be verified for free. You don't have to pay somebody $8 a month to get your check mark. We get a green check But yeah, it's I gotta change. I gotta change this. I forgot to do that. Oopsie. Oopsie. But yeah, it's a very similar process how they're going to do that in the experiments that they're running on Discord. So it's like I said, they're taking page books out, or pages out of these. Was well, you don't know about the verification on Mastodon. You put in a real me in your website, and in the header or the footer, and you're verified that you are who you are, right? And I'm verified. See? Green check mark. Why is my Mastodon so sophisticated looking? Well, it's the advanced appearance. You don't know about this? Box. You don't know about the advanced feature? Oh boy. I hope you're kidding. Yeah, you go to your edit profile. You go to, what was it? Appearance. Is it appearance? No, preferences. Where is it? I forgot where it was. Yeah, right there. Enable advanced web interface. Oh, yeah. You can set up, they can go ahead and I want to look for PeerTube, the hashtag. You can set it up. Gonna follow the hashtag. And automatically stickies it. I mean, it's very it's very useful, especially if you want to keep track of certain things, or if you have like a followers list that you only want to see the posts from certain followers. You can set that up as a list, and then have that as a column. Oh yeah, it's so good. Well, if you want to add too many columns, well, then he's just going to be side scrolling for a while. Yeah, that's my CSS fix for now. Even got the that there. So yeah, if I go back into my profile. Oh, nope, nope. Nope. Yeah, that's why I had to go into there. That's why it didn't stay. So if I go back to PeerTube, I want to pin it. There we go. Let's go for, I know, the great Discord. No one's talking about it except for me. I can pin that. And you can keep going and going. Let's say If I also want to do my profile, that can be over there too. So it just keeps going and going. I don't think there is a limit of how many columns you have. Like, do I have any list? I don't have a list. I need to make a list. And follow some of those people and put that list inside a column so I can keep track of them. And then also like local timeline. Yeah. It's very useful for if you want to keep track of a lot of different things. And then of course you get up to date, so it kind of keeps itself up to date with anything new that comes in. Columns can be pinning someone else's Mastodon as well as a search-based result like a tag. I mean, I can put someone's I got them right here. Like it doesn't set up, like I can't just pin their profile. I can put them in a list. So if I do this, if I go to like add or remove from list. And if I do a list, I pin it. So of course, if it's not going to be the old stuff, but yeah. By the way, whoever put the translate button as a built-in feature is brilliant. Brilliant. You can flip-flop the language of any post, your post, and just not care. Non-speakers can hit that button if they're curious about my other... Yeah. That's a great thing about... That's why I like Mastodon so much. There's so much that is available to a user that it's great. I mean, a lot of times people don't... And that's another thing I can do a video on is all the different stuff that you can do in Mastodon that's available to users. So whenever Tilvids or anybody who I decide to put into this particular list will show up, all their postings will show up there. So yeah, it's like I said, it's very useful to keeping up on certain certain hashtags and certain users that you're interested in following. You can put them in a list, and that's all you see. That's all you really can care about. It's very similar to like Twitter lists for people who are coming over from Twitter. Oh, I'm sorry, X. God, stupid. I'm going to call it Twitter. Because you had lists over on Twitter as well. And I still use TweetDeck because I like to keep tabs on certain things over there on Twitterland. But my days are numbered if how things are going because I have till the 31st. Yes, you knew it. I knew it. Yes. So yeah, go ahead and mark that on your bingo card and take a shot. So I have till the 31st because They were going to paywall access in the TweetDeck for ripping the X Windows System logo. Well, yeah, Microsoft has a trademark. Meta has a trademark for X. It's like he doesn't think. It's just like vomits out ideas, stupid ideas, and the army of a small army of yes men that he surrounds himself with. Says, "Oh yes, that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and do it right now over the weekend." And it's just like brand changes like that, especially for major changes like that, are months or years in the making. And to do it haphazardly, half-assed it like that, half-assed it, yeah. You knew he had came up with the idea, like maybe that Wednesday or Thursday of that week. So yeah, it's just fun watching this company further sink into the mire. Yeah, didn't even make it to half. I don't think he's even quartered. But yeah, I still keep tabs on what's going on in those spaces. And like I said, this is part of what I do. Is I make sure I keep an eye on different things. So I have a Threads account, I have a Blue Sky account, Twitter, Discord. I have a Facebook from years ago, but it's like I don't even have the time to use it. I just go in there. It's because my mom and some other family members. That's about it. I even have a LinkedIn. Ow. Keep popping my damn thumb. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just like for what I do, I have to have myself in all these different accounts just because you have to keep tabs on things. Yeah, linked into the spam factory. You know what? I get the emails. It's like, do you know this person? I'm like, who the hell is this? I have no idea who this person is. But I've been thinking is that I'll be posting up some of my blog postings into the creator space over there on LinkedIn just for the hell of it. Second, I did once read their TOS and found objectionable terms and consequently refused to consider using it at all. Yeah, I thought about that too, but then I'd be kind of blind to everything. In certain aspects, I should say. But yeah, it's like I said, it's just something that this job that I've slid myself into. It's just kind of comes with the territory. You have to deal with the muck and sewage to get the tasty nuggets. That sounded wrong, but I'm going with it. That's why I wish Omcast had a clipping feature, but they don't. Ha! YouTube does. Oh well. But yeah, definitely going to be doing some more YouTube, not YouTube, but PeerTube stuff. You know, kind of bring more to light the open source side of things, and getting, you know, some more eyes on it from the mainstream side. You know, the normies to say, oh, there's this option as well that I had no clue about. And I think myself bringing a light, and hopefully more and more people do so as well, do more content on like PeerTube, Owncast. We can bring more people's attention to these different platforms and services that, you know, they take the chance and try it out and see what it's all about. Because that's the only thing I can say is like, just try it. And it doesn't hurt to try it. I mean, it's not going to ruin your reputation. You're no longer going to be like, never be able to show your face in a Discord server again. If you go try out Matrix, you might find out you like Matrix a little bit better. So yeah, it's something I'm going to be doing. I got a couple of things lined up in the future, different streams and stuff like that, and recorded videos that I'll be releasing onto the Indie Creator Hub. And I should have boosted from my other account this stream, but that's okay. I gotta remember to do that and get some more eyes on the channel and my other Mastodon account. And I also got to put Owncast as a hashtag in there as well. I keep forgetting to do that. Let me do that right now. Social. Add a new tag. Owncast. I wish I can move around the tags, but I mean, it's just there. It doesn't. There's no relevance to which one's first or not. It's all searchable. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'll start my own PeerTube. Or what I could do, see if I can get my videos, get a uploading permissions on Tilvids, because that'll be pretty cool. And I don't even have to do a PeerTube instance. So I'm going to see if I can get my Indie Creator Hub videos, get my account up there. I did have my own PeerTube, but like I said, is what I was going to make. I for the test, because you brought it up about the or the URL. Yeah, you can't control make it public or not. You totally had that option. What I was going to do is move it to a videos.indiecreatorhub domain with the subdomain. And but there is no really easy way to move a domain or change out a domain within a PeerTube instance, because I looked into the forums. It's all kind of like they said that a lot of the domain is also integrated inside the tables within a database. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll just drop the current PeerTube because that's okay. I haven't really done much with it. It was kind of like testing it out, and started up a new one at the correct or the one I want or one I want to go with domain name and set up there. So yeah, I'm going. That's what I'm going to do. I'll probably do that tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah, it's weird. It's because when I went through their forums and trying to figure out can, because I know you can change out in the config. You put in the URL and make sure you also do the Let's Encrypt and get a cert and all that. Yeah, it is something. It's like they had it in there where it wasn't as easy as you thought. It's not an easy process. I don't know how they have it built, but the more and more I hear about it, it's just like, ooh, why is it built that way? Yeah, it's just most of the stuff that was about like moving URL or changing domains or anything like that when doing searching on their forums was mostly in French, and it was kind of a pain in the butt to do all the translating through Google Translate on Chrome. But yeah, it's it was kind of, or Esperanza. I forget exactly what it was, but anyways, it was the general gist of it was that it's not an easy proposition. So I'm like, fine. And I'm at the point where it's like I only had maybe 6 videos up there to begin with. I can easily, blow out servers, start fresh with a new, and go from there. And I feel like I have a sneeze coming on. Nope, not anymore. Seafood plaf... Oui. Baguette. As in the... That's basis of my French. Now go into the seafood play. Ja oder nein? Was für die Donia kommen? Konnichiwa. I just mashed together just words from different languages. That's what I usually go with. I'm like, yep. I'll just string along these words, random words, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do is start up the new PeerTube instance. Yeah, that's about where is the toilet? Toilet. Oh, was that the Encino Man with the Spanish is the cheese is old and moldy? I have no idea what that is either. So I'm also thinking about doing spinning up another Matrix server just for the hell of it. But I'm thinking of doing it under the matrix.org home server instead of having it as my own. Just, easy way to make a not a server, it's more like what's it called, a space that they have. But I also might spin up a server to document and make videos about it as well. But that's later on. That's down the line. Squeeze in a juice. No, squeeze in a juice. 90s Pauly Shore. Remember watching that. In the Army Now, Son-in-Law. Those Pauly Shore movies. Don't think locally, think globally. Oh, those were the better times, I guess. where we really didn't have to worry about, too much. It's all those old movies, the classics, the Goonies. The Goonies was a great, great classic. So yeah, the Peer 2 Matrix. Think. Trying to think if that was pretty much it. Yeah, I've been posting a little bit more on the old Mastodon. Yeah, but they're stupid fun. They're stupid Yeah, it's got an 80s charm. It's weird. It's a Steven Spielberg move feeling about it. Yeah, you got the Goonies. You had Princess Bride. You got what else? Breakfast Club. Yeah, random DVD. That's what I miss is, going out and seeing like the bargain bin DVDs. I haven't gone to like a Walmart or anything like that for a long time. Yeah, John Hughes movies. Yeah, those type of movies were the best. It just pretty much brought out what the feeling of the era of the 80s were. And you got to the weird ones. You got the Donnie Darko and all sorts of other 80s movies. But Donnie Darko, that wasn't 80s. That was more 90s. I think that was 90s. Yeah, 60 Candles, Pretty in Pink, Bueller, yeah, Weird Science. Oh yeah, Weird Science. I remember the only thing I have. It's been years since I watched it, but the only thing I can think or remember it was the popcorn in that guy's house, and they bounced off the rays. Used a satellite as a magnifying glass to pop this huge popcorn thing, yeah, in the guy's house. Yeah, it's sad what happened with his health. Oh, that was Real Genius, not Weird Science. Oh, okay. Oh, weird. Okay, Weird Science was the two kids, um, created the what's her name? They made their woman. Yeah, that's the end of the Real Genius at the Crooked Professor's house. That's what I can remember vividly. Oh, War Games. That's another good 80s movie. Yeah, a lot of this stuff you can't find anymore unless you go to flea markets or anything like that. Well, unfortunately, I think Netflix. I don't know if they're not doing their DVDs or I think they're going to be closing that side of their business down. I think this year. Do you want to play a game? Well, plug the goddamn machine. Oh, was it the Whopper? Oh, the spinning reel-to-reel, uh, drives. 'Reel to reel, 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 uh, drives. 'R You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I remember the. Hold on. My one of my daughter's crickets, I think, has gotten loose. Is on my monitor for her leopard gecko. Go be free. Yeah, I remember there was a sequel to Word Games. I don't think it didn't it didn't pan out. So I'm sending her the picture. Missing someone? Hey, Clinton, how's it going? Have you ever seen the War Games, The Dead Code? Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about. It was a sequel to it, right? Yeah, it went straight to DVD. Yeah, it wasn't. I heard it wasn't that good. It was absolute garbage. Oh, another '80s movie, Tron. Tron came out in the '80s. That's another classic. Then you got yeah, Top Gun came out in the '80s. Trying to think of other. Yeah, the first one. I mean, it's yeah. Tron, the original Tron was fun. Of course, the graphics don't hold up now, but it was fun. It's kind of it's kind of goofy, funny, but it's just like yeah, it's a fun movie. You're right. Jeff Bridges could actually speak English in that one. Yeah, Full Metal Jacket. Um, yeah, there's so many good '80s movies. It was like a genre. It was just '80s movies was a genre all of its own. It doesn't matter if it is horror, sci-fi, or anything like that. Another one, Close Encounters. That was a really good '80s movies. Starman. No, I want to say I saw Starman, but I can't remember if I watched it or not. The Last Starfighter. Yeah, that decade was pretty nuts. And I think the rumor was that Disney was going to do a Last Starfighter series, a sequel series. Just One of the Boys is a fun comedy I want to watch with my wife. Okay. No, I haven't seen that one yet. Um, so yeah, I don't know if that's going to go through or not. Um, Another one was Earth Girls Are Easy. You had uh, what's his name? Jeff Goldblum, and it's also the '80s brought us such cult classics like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Completely stupid movie, but was perfect. And of course, we talked about with also some stinkers too. The Blob remake was in the '80s. We talked about that before. Yeah, oh, Jim Carrey was in that too. Yeah, I remember that. Everybody picked Goldblum because he talks the most. Oh, it was 80s were so much fun. It really was. It was a great time. Dr. Giggles. Don't remember Dr. Giggles. Oh man, there's so many. Yeah, They Live, The Thing. Yeah, John Carpenter version. Um, yeah, The Thing with what's his name? Snake Plissken. Also, yeah, Escape from New York was another good one. Kurt Russell. You got RoboCop. You got oh, I want to say Terminator was late 80s. Or was that early 90s? The 80s started with ESB. Oh, Dr. Giggles is your favorite horror movie? Fox. If yeah, Terminator is 80s. Yeah. Escape from L.A. Um, we're not going to talk about that, and I appreciate it if you never speak of it again. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back was another 1980s. It was 84, I want to say, right? Or 86. Conan the Barbarian. Oh, you walked out of it, Clinton? St. Clinton? Conan the Barbarian. St. Clinton says he walked out of it. You know, I have never really walked out of a movie at all. I just, yeah. Red Heat, Commando. Yeah, Predator was in 1980s. Um, Aliens, yep. What was that? That was it the where the U.S. got invaded by North Korea. Where it's like Wolverines. Red Dawn, yeah, Red Dawn. I was like, I think there for a second. Let's see. There is some others. There's so many other. She must be bed sleeping. I think the remake was North Korea. It was the original one was Russians. Yeah, wrote in Roadhouse. Okay, so 1984, it was the occupying forces are made up of Cuban and Soviet commando forces. So the Soviets forces crossed into Alaska. Yeah, they invaded both from Mexico and Canada. Yeah, it's just love. I have. It's been a while since I've seen like a good classic movie. I think the last one. Always watch The Goonies every once when I'm available or whenever I want to. But yeah, that's always a good fun movie to watch. I gotta watch Red Dawn again. I have not seen the remake. I don't know. I can't say it's good or bad, even though people say it is bad. But you know, I'll make that choice on my own. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and start closing things up and wrapping things up. It's good to be have a live stream here on Indie Creator Hub YouTube again. So I'm going to be putting out some more content over here since the last time I had any kind of content was back in April, which was on me. But you know what? I'm going to rectify that situation and do better. Long live the 80s Wolverines! But yeah, thanks for coming by. And yeah, also do be sure to check out, for everyone that comes by, watches after the fact, check out indiecreatorhub.com and join up with the community where we talk about different things about content creation, alternative platforms, and all of those fun things. And we'll see you guys next time. And I'll keep my schedule up and running. I'll get that up and going here so everybody will know my schedule. But until then, have a good night, and I'll see you later, taters.